Hello, beloved twin flames. I'm really sorry I'm having to do these recordings at the moment while I'm driving. It seems to be the only time that I am able to sit down. My life is so busy and where I've got nobody else sort of around me. So I have had a bit of a broader perspective on things that I'd really like to share with you all since the last recording that I did. It was a little bit around the interference, and it's a little bit more on the polarities and what that actually means and how to translate that to us, and just a broader perspective on, I'm addressing mostly this message to twin flames. However, I see a broader perspective that in the long term we are all twin flames. The whole of humanity, we are all entitled to our right to have divine love and divine union with our soulmate or our peer or our absolute divine lover. And however we want to label that is fine. However, it's really the bigger, wider message, broader message is that we are all coming into a version of divine love on this planet for humanity that we've not ever known before. And there's a lot of things we kind of into as part of the journey that we need to travel through in order to reach that place. And it is steps and stages, because it's kind of part of the fun of the game of being human. We're ever evolving, and it's just exciting to kind of try and find our way. We said we would, so we came down here to do this, and here we are. And the twin flames are, I would see the twin flames currently as, at the stage of our evolution, as being the first group of souls that chose to begin this mission. And many have spoken of this, about the first wavers. There's a first wave of light workers, and there's the first wave of twin flames, and I believe that we're sort of pretty much the same group. A portion of light workers are really stepping up into this mission at present and have been really guided to do so. So I do believe that most twin flames, in fact all twin flames, are also light workers as well. Anyway, but I'm not about getting into labels. What this message really is for all souls really that are in truth really believing and deserving and fully ready to commit to the divine love aspect of our human existence, that being with a partner of whichever gender or sexual orientation, regardless, it's not an issue. So in terms of the interference that I talked about in my last video, and a lot of I hear other twin flame videos, people talking about the dark side and the darker forces that are really at play. And what I want to see is a beautiful person actually posted something really relevant and truthful, and I really want to acknowledge her for that. Thank you so much for posting that. It was actually the angels that were sending things my way in order for me to test my faith. And so in a broader perspective, everything is divine. Everything is divine. So to also label things as good or bad, or this thing was coming in to ruin my connection, all of these things are sent to help us, no matter what, whether they seem to look like negative things happening from our perspective, from this third dimensional perspective, let's say, or from our perspective of duality, that we see these things coming our way that are seen to be disruptive to our union, or causing chaos or some kind of destruction of some kind, that actually they're really there to help us grow and to learn from, and to intensify our faith and our strength, and not in ourselves first, of course, because I do believe this is the other aspect of the twin flame or divine love journey, is that the polarity and the duality aspect of what we've been living in terms of the codependency and the gender roles and define dark and light and black and white sort of aspects, the polarity of what it means to be on the divine love or twin flame journey is that the love first comes to ourself. So this message has been told to us many times, but this is the first part of the flip. This is the opposite part. The opposite is that we've always given our love to another person in a relationship and focused our love on them first and put the other person first, and those have very much been the teachings of the many religions as well, and that we must first put the other person before us, although and it's maybe not really the true meaning if we go deeper. It's more about loving others as we would love ourselves, so it's coming back to that. And again, so that is the opposite way in which we're going about these relationships. So this is a new way of being, and the new paradigm of new relationships on the planet is that we are learning to honour, respect and love ourselves, hold ourselves as being worthy and deserving. So that is really the message that is pretty strong. Now there was one more thing that I felt to share today. I think it was a little bit about how another reader that I listen to is amazing, and I love her work as well on YouTube, and she had put out a message about the balance of us, the feminine, the masculine. Again, we can get into that duality role of seeing the other as being higher or better, or and again, we can't see that in black and white as being the male or the female, because of course we're holding both of those aspects within ourselves. The masculine and feminine can blend in a male or a female in different let's say percentages. So let's say, for myself, maybe I might hold maybe 60% feminine and 40% masculine. That's just an example. So these effects are going to be playing out within each of us at different times. So when some of you are listening to the readings of the tarot card readings, which are fantastic, by the way. I mean, anything we've got out there that is there to support us and help us. There may be just one message that'll resonate with you, and it'll help you move forward on your journey. And I've listened to many that have helped me move forward on mine, and so many of the messages and signs that we're looking for are there. They're right there, because the words and the codings of the language and the things in which are being sent out to us and transmitted to us through these messages are so super important. And I just want to give another shout out and thanks to YouTube that's helping us also grow and connect with each other in this beautiful community. So a little bit more about that masculine, feminine. I also have had fallen into that trap of at times feeling as if I'm the more spiritual one, being the more awakened one, being the more advanced on my spiritual path, and kind of getting into frustration around my twin, who appeared to be a little bit more sleeping. However, my masculine twin, who holds more of the masculine energy, is very much awakened in other parts of his being that I'm not. And so really full respect. He may not have a certain spiritual those chakras awaken, and however his heart is fully activated, and my heart is still a little bit closed. I'm still really learning to open my heart, because I'm a little bit older than him, and I've experienced many relationships that have been so painful and harmful, and my childhood also, and much trauma, which has really affected my heart, and I've done a lot of work on that. So we really must honour and our twins. We are the balance, we are the mirrors for each other, and it may not look that balance sometimes, but it does balance out on another level, on a higher level, on a broader perspective. So we've got to accept that as well. I definitely got told off by my twin once when I was thinking that I was all, really highly evolved and spiritual, and he came to me in a dream and told me that he's way more evolved than me on a different dimensional level, and so that I was just looking at it from my third dimensional level. And so I had to, really just get out of that. And also the other thing that I've heard some twin flames talk about, and it's kind of related to the same topic, is that, and it's a feminine, I hear it a lot from the feminine, that we are doing a lot of work for the masculine. We're doing a lot of clearing for the masculine. I really disagree, and I don't buy into that at all. And it's something that I feel really, really strongly to say is completely, it's a perspective. It might feel like that is what is happening, but the masculine is holding a different kind of energy on a different kind of another level that maybe we can't even see yet, that we don't know. That's part of a puzzle, but we're working together. We're working together. So again, I really want to strengthen and amplify that message that your twin, if they're going through stuff that's causing you to feel pain, it's for a very good reason. And we might not see that because, again, it's a perspective from the third dimension duality aspect that looks like, they're doing something against us. But you know what? They're helping us to grow. They're helping us to grow. And really honour them for that. Thank you. I hope you hear this message and that it resonates with you. And all the best on your journeys. We are doing this together, so we can reach out and help each other to do this work. It's the pain is the resistance. The pain is the time to turn inward, time to look at yourself, time to do your work, time to love yourself more, and just come into more balance and alignment. This is not just, I want to reiterate again, this is not about a normal dating situation here that you're going to go out on a date with your twin and have this relationship happily like a Hollywood romance. It's not simple like that. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's like 1 to 101. There's 101, maybe even more. I'm just making that up because I'm saying there's so many steps to take on this journey to self-awareness, self-enlightenment, self-growth, self-love, in order for us to be in more harmony with ourselves so that we can harmonize with our twin. And the only pain of separation that you may be feeling is the separation from your own soul, from your own self, from your own divine power. And just really know that and come into that and find a way to get that back, because it's yours. It got lost along the way. There are lots of beautiful tools and techniques along the way that many people are putting out there to help us to do this work. Yeah, I also do healings. I also do readings. I'm not a very great person to stand up and sing my praises. I just trust in a humble way that if people feel drawn to these messages and you do want to connect to do any kind of work on this level, that I would love to help empower you on your journey to your own self-mastery and enlightenment. So, so be it. All is well. Trust the process. Trust yourselves. Awesome. Love you all. Thank you.